Don't look at the camera. People do that for some reason. It's weird.
Oh my god.
Yeah, the whole time and shit. So please do me a favor, introduce yourself. So who you are and what you do.
Okay. Right now?
Yeah.
It's on?
It's on.
Frick. I didn't even warn us.
I'm not supposed to. That's how you're supposed to do it.
It's real. Okay. My name is Zoe. And I'm the owner, co-owner of ZoeSweets. I'm a designer. And I'm from Seattle. And what else?
Now you're good. I wanted to ask you about the clothing line because you guys seem to have a really strong movement. You guys have got like a lot of really great models coming in, you know, and doing that. You guys have a really good presence. What took you into designing?
Man, I've always wanted to do it. So weird, like since probably like 2nd grade. I remember, you know, school projects when they make you write, they used to have like little writing projects throughout the year. We'd make books and write about ourselves or whatever. Every year I would mention something about being a fashion designer. At such a young age, it was so weird for me. I had no idea what the industry is even like, but dude, that's what I wanted to do. Always. So weird. But you know, you grow up and you're like, you gotta be realistic, but then at the same time, so I went to school for something completely other, but I had to try it. So I was like, I have to do ZoeSweets, like I have to give it a shot. At least one time in my lifetime.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's very important. So now that you guys have the line, so digging back really quickly, we spoke about, you know, the Tumblr days and doing like the makeup tutorials and, you know, and stuff like that. And again, that's how like a lot of people know who you are. Obviously, you got some notoriety. So now you have a brand.
Yeah.
Right. How is it being a woman and like trying to protect your brand, you know, and then moving forward with like integrity, obviously, you know, and you got like a lot of different things coming at you.
Man, it's hard because like I put so much value into things. Like that's just how I was taught growing up. You have to value yourself as a woman, and I don't know. I work really hard, you know, so I like to protect what I have, and I want a certain image and a certain status for it, and I always like to try my best. So like I keep myself in that circle in a positive area for that, for sure. Like I protect my it's like my baby, you know, my brand is my baby, so it's like I really protect it.
Right.
I hold it to a certain standard for sure.
We were talking recently, just a minute ago, about women empowering other women.
Oh yeah.
And like being surrounded by powerful women and making sure that you uplift them, right? What are your thoughts on that? Like, and how does it impact you?
Man, like I love how it impacts me is I love to be around empowered women because it drives me. It really drives me. I love being around smart women. Like it makes me want to be just as smart as them. Like it drives me, and it's like I love seeing that because it's hard in this freaking world for women. Like I believe when I see a strong, smart woman, I'm like, dang, she did that. Like she's been through a lot. It's hard, you know. So I love being around smart women. It motivates me, and it motivates me to be like I feel like I'm not to toot my own horn, but like I'm smart. Like
well, you mentioned earlier about, you know, society pitting women against each other.
For sure. I mean, look at the industry. Like women are always talking about other women competing against other women, calling each other like bad bitches. Like that's just so trashy to me. Like my dad just, I don't know, like my dad put me in a different class. Like he told me like it's not cool to be called sexy. Like that demoralizes you in a sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Not to be so serious about it, but
right.
You gotta have value. Like, you're not a sexual being.
Right.
You're a woman.
Right.
Like, you have
You're
class.
more than that.
You're more than that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure.
I have a kid. I have a daughter, so I get it completely.
For sure.
Yeah. Also, so you get ready to graduate.
Yeah.
Or you're getting ready to be done with school.
Yes.
Like, you've been taking the walk already. What's that feeling like? Just being done.
Oh my God, it's like a bittersweet feeling for sure.
Really?
I'm like so scared and so stressed out for what's to come.
Mm-hmm.
I have so much work ahead of me, and I'm so excited at the same time, but also like, oh man, it's on.
Right.
Like, it's a little scary, but at the same time, it's so relieving to be like, I did that. Like, I got a degree from a really good school. It was hard. University of Washington.
Yes.
Yes.
So you're a dog.
I'm a dog. I'm a
Nice.
husky. Yes. And it was hard. It was a freaking hard journey, but I did it. Hey.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Absolutely. So people think that you are Latina.
Yeah.
I'm sure you get that a lot.
All the time.
But you're not Latina.
Mm-mm.
So where are you from?
I'm Kurdish from northern Iraq.
Mm-hmm.
My family came here when I was 5. So we came here as refugees. So
Mm-hmm. So you're not
I've
Spanish.
been through
So you
it.
don't speak Spanish.
No, I don't speak Spanish. I feel like I should learn. Like, all I know is hola, ¿cómo está?
Yeah.
No habla español.
You know as much as everyone else.
Yes, bien.
How was it? How was it growing up, like, with that culture, like, just here in Seattle?
Fuck, it's hard. It's hard to keep my culture.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to keep my values. Because my culture is so different, you know? And it's like, I want to have my culture, I want to have my roots, and I want, you know, to be proud of that. And I am proud of that, of where I came from. But at the same time, you know, I also want to, I grew up here, you know? I'm also picking up things here that I also think are strong values, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a blend.
Right.
I'm like a blend.
Right. And, so, you know, we're just talking about people with different cultures, backgrounds, you know, religious backgrounds, stuff like that, and how it can clash with, you know, obviously American culture, you know, black culture, white culture, whatever it is. And do you ever feel like, I mean, just at home, do you ever feel like a different type of pressure, like you're here, you're one way here, then you're another way here?
Of course. But for sure, I still, the fundamentals of me is
Mm-hmm.
like still carried out here as well.
Right.
It's just maybe like I'm a different way at home, and as everybody is
Right,
in their homes. Like I'm at a different comfort level, and I'm around these people that I've known forever. So
Mm-hmm.
Of course I'm a different person.
Right.
So, and I'm fully my other side, my culture, you know? It's
Mm-hmm.
my only time that I get to speak my language is when I'm at home. You know, I go out into the world and everybody's from different backgrounds, everybody speaks their own language, everybody speaks English to each other.
Right.
So, of course, yeah.
What other language do you speak?
I speak Kurdish.
Okay, it's his own language. Is that?
Yes.
Okay. Gotcha.
Own people, own language.
No, I don't mean to be ignorant. I just don't.
No, totally. I'm just letting No, not a lot of people know about Kurdish people.
Yeah.
I mean, it is becoming a lot more present in the news, but I don't watch the news, so I know because it's my people. That's different.
Right.
But personally, like, I wouldn't even know. Like, I'm so about. I feel like I'm so in my bubble of things that I don't really watch the news like that. I do know, for the most part, what's going on in the world, but I can't tell you too much.
Right.
The news is depressing.
Absolutely, I agree.
Yeah.
You hear his negative shit all the time.
All the time, and I'm like, you know what? I got my own problems. Seriously, Like, I gotta try to deal with some shit. I'll fuck with you guys in a second.
Yeah. The stigma is always that, you know, pretty women are like really stuck up, and like when I met you, you were really personable, and I've only heard like really positive things about you.
That's awesome.
So like, just speaking to other pretty women, I feel like an overall theme that I've heard women say is, you know, it's okay to be you, obviously, you know, like don't be afraid of who you are and stuff like that. What's one thing that you would like kind of tell maybe the younger generation, you know, of women coming up?
Man, it's so important to be yourself. It's so important to be confident in who you are. Like, it's so weird because the world is set up to break you down. So you really have to be strong in who you are. And like, man, I feel sorry for the younger generation. Like, it's scary because they're just being bombarded with superficial, fake ass shit. Like, the value of stuff these days, like, and pardon my cursing, but it's fake. Like, it's everything that you see on Instagram, like, it's, what is it, boobs and butt. Like, right. I feel like it's scary to have a daughter in this world. Like, I'm sorry, but
scared.
I'm scared. I really would never want to have a daughter. And it's funny because my mom always says this. She's like, you'll learn one day. When you have a daughter, you'll learn why we're so, like, on you. You know, my parents are on me. They're not letting me get, I'm not acting like that.
Right. No. It's more protective than anything.
Of course. Of course.
I was going to ask you, so bringing it back to fashion, right? A question I always ask anybody who creates anything, music, art, fashion, right? Yeah. Who would be, or I guess what would be, like, your dream project?
Man. Okay. Honestly, ZoeSweets, but on a huge scale, where, like, I'm working on it. It's gonna get there. Like, ZoeSweets is going to be my dream project, and I'm gonna build it to that. But it's not there yet. Right. But it will be, like, on a huge scale. I feel like I really do. I feel like me and Sweets got it. Like, we got it. She's so creative. I'm so creative. We're so different. That we get such a huge scale of things that with the right, like, funds, it's gonna happen. It's, you know, everything takes time. Nothing happens overnight.
But this is your baby, though.
This is my
baby. This is the one.
This is the one. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I have a plan for it. Like, this is the one. Everybody's gonna know me on ZoeSweets, and I'm gonna be so proud of it.
Yeah. Well, thank you for your time.
That was really cool. I feel better now.
I'm
Yes, I'm not nervous. I'm like, chill.
That was cool.
That was.
Thank you very much.
That was very cool.